Coming up later on, of course, Marcus Bockerman and Lars Flugen and Alexander Brouwer and Robert Mewson will play off for gold. But this one's all about the bronze medal. Krou and Rowlandson in a pre-tournament interview. As we see, it's 21 degrees C here, but muggy as well with a slight northeasterly wind. Krou and Rowlandson in a pre-tournament interview said they came here to get on the podium. They have to win this one if they're going to do that. And looking at the semi-finals earlier on, where Krou and Rowlandson led the way against their German opponents, only to lose in both sets in similar fashion, they look probably just about the favourites to win the bronze here today. Slick and Rogers, well, Rogers is a hugely experienced player with Olympic gold and World Championship golds to his name in a different partnership. Stafford Slick, his defence was poor in their semi-final, and together they didn't really look particularly together. The referees for this one. The first referee up on the podium at the top is Zhang Zhou of China. He will be taking on proceedings from above the net, which of course stands at over 2 meters 40. And Zhang Wuheng will be the other referee. He'll be at sand height, making sure everything going on is legal on the ground. In the red, from the USA, the number 15 seeds there, Rogers on the right, Stafford Slick on the left. But first to be introduced are the team in blue, the team from France. Their number 1 is Youssef Krou, 25 years of age. Together they're the number 9 seeds. He's from Montpellier, stands 1m92. And alongside him, and impressive this morning, Edouard Rowlandson, 26 years of age, 1m90. He comes from Marois. They are the French team out here searching for the bronze medal. Up against them, a picture of experience on the right and inexperience on the left. 41 years of age, 1m87, which is relatively small in volleyball terms. Todd Rogers, formerly in the formidable partnership with Phil Dalhausser, won the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games beach volleyball, won the Gstaad World Championships in 2007 with Dalhausser, including 23 competitions in total in 60 played. And Stafford Slick, just 30 years of age, well, young in comparison to his partner Rogers, 2 meters and 3. Rogers completely ignores Stafford Slick's attempts at giving him high five. And the two teams shake hands. The French won the toss. The Americans have decided to change court. In fact, they haven't. The French have decided to change court, and Todd Rogers will make sure he keeps an eye out for the ball coming his way, and will serve first in this match. We're ready to go in the bronze medal match. Rogers, of course, played here with Ryan Doherty, finished outside the top 16 in 2014. And the French into their stride straight away. This year, of course, the French team, they're in Pool H, faced a Swiss pair, a Polish pair, and the Chinese pair of Jian Li and Jia Qin Wu. And Stafford Slick with his brutal spiking, coming from a height of over 2 meters. He gets the second point on the board and makes sure that it is an American point. Makes it 1 point apiece. Slick took a long time over the serve, and again the net cord is kind to him. But his defense let him down earlier. This time though, not as bad from Rogers. Makes it 2-1. Rogers didn't play here last year. This is the first time this team of Slick and Rogers have played together. They're already into Their first bronze medal game. It's 2 points apiece early on here. Youssef Krou, 19th tournament with Rowlandson here in China. Slick powering down with the spike to make it 3-2. Easy set from Todd Rogers and getting around the block of Youssef Krou. Rogers into Krou. Rowlandson sets for Krou. Stafford Slick once more. The defence, we said it let him down earlier. And again there, just looking inexperienced. He's not a formidable blocker by any stretch of the imagination. Clever from Krou though. Giving away height, Krou to Slick. Rogers. Slick. Krou over the block of Krou to make it 4-3 in the change of courts. Just the one career win for the French team, and it came here in China, in Xiamen, in 2014. Career winnings between them. Well, for Krou, 19,250, spent less time on tour than Rowlandson. For Rowlandson, over $28,000. The point goes against the French team once more there. So an early 5-3 lead to the Americans, a smile on the face of Youssef Krou. Again, Slick takes his time over the serve. Rowlandson sets for Krou. That's better from Slick, and he takes control of the point for his team. Comes back with the spike. Rowlandson from out on the right-hand side, and it's out. Reaching around the antenna, I think. 6-3 the score. We'll see better from this angle. Setting across there, and he's played it onto the antenna. Stafford Slick makes sure everyone knows it wasn't him that touched the antenna. 6-3, Krou, Rowlandson. And Stafford Slick had dropped back, and it left a gaping hole in the front court for the USA. 6 points to 4 the score. The Americans' tournament started in Pool B, where they faced the Norwegian pair, the Japanese pair of Hasegawa and Takahashi, and then the Russian Semenov, Kraslinikov, and they win another point. 7 points to 4, the team in red. Back out to 3 points the difference, and again Stafford Slick, the man doing the damage here. Krou, Rowlandson, Krou once more. Straight through the defences of the stricken Stafford Slick that time. Joined the Pro Tour only in 2013, Stafford Slick. Rowlandson to the line, 30th in the world rankings, this French pair. Slick, great blocking from Krou. 7 points to 6 to score. Comeback, albeit a small one from the French. 1 point the difference, very, very early on in the bronze medal game. Slick over the top, diving save from Rowlandson, meets nothing, and it makes it 6 points to 8. Back to the service line, Stafford Slick. Krou, Rowlandson with the spike over the top of Slick's defences. That's better from Todd Rogers, but then Stafford Slick unable to just help his teammate out. The frustration visible from Todd Rogers. 8-7 the score. And a lot of hard work, it came up off the court. And Slick just weak in defence once more. Out to play it goes over the American baseline. 9 points to 7. Krou comes through with a spike. Through the defences once more, and again, familiar from earlier. Stafford Slick's defence isn't quite there, and it frustrates Todd Rogers. He's not used to playing with a partner who doesn't defend anything other than resolutely, and that's poor there from the tall American. Nine points apiece. Rogers off of Krou, and that time they pick up the points. Stafford Slick leaves Rowlandson diving to his right-hand side. Rowlandson back up, and that time Stafford Slick is there to make the block, and it's an excellent block indeed. Great stuff from Stafford Slick that time, making sure the block was neat and tidy. The service is a powerful one. Krou comes through. The Montpellier man now living in Cannes. Takes the deflection off Todd Rogers and out of play. Makes it 11 points to 10. The USA lead at the timeout. Good serve from Stafford Slick. This occasion, Krou spiked past Slick, and Rogers couldn't respond in time. A difficult morning for these two. Slick and Rogers, it just didn't really come together well. Crowd here in Fuzhou enjoying the entertainment and the dancing. But now the real entertainment will return. French pairing of Krou and Rowlandson, 1 point behind Stafford Slick and Todd Rogers of the USA. The red of the USA against the blue of the French. Krou with that fading away serve. Rowlandson will spike, getting up over the top of Stafford Slick. Here comes Rogers through the court and in. Well played by Todd Rogers that time. Good teamwork between the American pairing. Their quarter-final was against Brilliant Kajariak of Poland, 25th seeds. They won comfortably inside 29 minutes. The American pair, which is the fastest match of the competition so far, and again Stafford Slick there, getting up to block well. Using his height, he was there early, he read it well. Rogers tries to save it. Slick tries to get there as well. The point goes the French way. The French pairings last competition of last year was the Manhuan Open in South Africa. They were seeded for third, and the seeding system was perfect for them that week because they finished third as well, picking up 400 tour points and $6,000. Krou wildly blazes his spike out of play, makes it 14-11. And the US team just stretching away slightly, testing themselves, Krou and Rowlandson, by trying to acclimatise to the time zone before they even got to China, getting up earlier in the morning each day to try and get used to the fact that they'll be 7 hours ahead of their native France. Does take its toll, the time difference. They'll have had best part of 10 days into this time zone now. Rogers over the top, and that was very, very clever indeed from the veteran. 41 years of age. Showed all his experience there to make it 15-12. Exposing the defense of Krou and Rowlandson. Rowlandson with the dig. Krou coming through. Easy spike down the left-hand sideline for the long-haired Frenchman. 15-13. Stafford Slick again exposed in defense. Rogers. Great from Krou in that time. The Americans being shown how to defend. Slick set for Rogers. Bit further back than he may have wanted. With a mistake coming from Todd Rogers. And once more, Youssef Krou does well. Of course, the American pairing lost to Semenov and Kraslinikov, 21-17, 21-19 in their pool, and then in the second round of the knockouts, they were fortunate because Numador was injured. Numador and Varenhorst, the #1 seedings for the World Cup coming up in June, had to pull out, and it sent this American pairing on their way. And currently, they're a point up, 16-15 in the bronze medal match. Krou off the block of Stafford Slick. Krou, right-hand side of Todd Rogers. He coped well and sends Rowlandson sprawling, and then the French are going to deal with this and get it back over the net. They do with some athleticism. Here comes Stafford Slick off the block of Krou. Pointless in the end for the French. 17-15 the score. It was athletic from Krou and Rowlandson. They didn't have any other choice. But then the simple set between Rogers and Slick, and the ball went booming to the sand to open up 17-16 lead for the American pairing. Youssef Krou just cleaning off his sunglasses. He's back and ready to go. Todd Rogers will serve. Rowlandson, no mistake to tie the game up at 17 points apiece. Also, we're lucky enough, the French pairing, to train with Smedins and Samalov of Latvia in the off-season. Former FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour champions, those two from last year. And as they change court, the French trail by just the 1 point in the 19-17 as Slick serves. Slick jumps to block, and again, unsuccessfully. Rogers called it. Stafford Slick left it. And the US have themselves a set point, the first set point in the bronze medal match. Krou, Rowlandson. Up off Stafford Slick. Rogers couldn't get there. 19-20 is the score. Still set point. Rogers sets for Slick. Off court, and there we go. 21-19. The French go 1 set to love down against the US pairing. Rogers and Slick, the number 15 seedings, ranked 6 places, or seeded I should say, 6 places below the French pairing. But they take the first set. Deflection of Krou away from Rowlandson. And the French are going to have to do it the hard way if they're going to claim the bronze. Stafford Slick, well, the only time. So best open finishes were in Anapa and Doha last year, and both times he didn't get beyond the second round of the knockout stage. Today was, of course, then his first semi-final at this level. He's made a couple of semi-finals in the Continental Tour, but nothing more. So by far and away the biggest game of Stafford Slick's career so far. And at the moment it's going well for the American pairing. Todd Rogers and Stafford Slick lead the way. 21-19 the score. Taken to 3 sets twice in the competition so far. Geir Eaton and Ivar Holm of Norway. And also, well, they lost that one, sorry, and they won against Sean Vega and Ariel Hillman of Israel. So twice the US pairing have gone to 3 sets. And they find themselves 1 point apiece in the second. Against Vega and Hillman, they lost the opening set to the Israeli team. And in fact, against Eaton and Horam as well. Lost the opening set that match 21-19, and now they like 2 points to 1, 1 set to love. Rowlandson. Three-1 the score. Serve once more from Stafford Slick. Former partner Casey Jennings and William Montgomery as well. No defense that time from Slick. The ball sent crashing to the sand once more. 30-year-old unable to stop 26-year-old Edouard Rowlandson. Rowlandson serves. Well, saved by Krou. Here he is once more. That time, Stafford Slick doing the business, making it 4-2 with the block. Great stuff, as you saw on that replay. From the 30-year-old, up goes Krou. Gets the point as well. 4-3 the USA lead. Krou jumping through to spike, and an easy, clean spike as well. Of course, Fuzhou hosted the 2012 AVC Beach Volleyball Continental Cup. Won in the men's competition by Japan, in the women's by Australia. That was simple for Stafford Slick. Unable to put the ball away as intended after the change of court. Slick, Rogers, lovely stuff. Left Rowlandson scrambling around on the floor. Slick will serve. French pairing. Wait, Rowlandson. Krou drives it past the defences once more of Slick and Rogers. (16-21, 16-21), the number 6 seeds, Brauer and Mürsen. Won comfortably against this American pairing in their semi-final. Rogers just dinks the ball over the top of the French pair to make it 6-5. Rowlandson off Stafford Slick. Block, and then the point going the French way, which brings it to 6 points apiece. Slick went careering into the net, and Krou has the serve and wastes said serve, clattering it into the net. Poor from the man from Montpellier. Played indoor volleyball until a year ago for Cannes. 7-6 is the score. Rogers and Slick lead the way in both sets and points. Rogers can't save that point that time, and we're at 7 points apiece. Right-hand serve from Rowlandson. Slick jumps. Huge block from Krou that time. And the French team edge into the lead, 8 points to 7. Massive leap from Krou. Krou once more at the net, but this time Stafford Slick able to beat the block of the Frenchman. Much more impressive pairing in the semi-final this morning than the US were. Lackadaisical at best. Rogers looked unconfident in his partner. His partner looked relatively unconfident in himself, really. Once more at the net, Stafford Slick unable to keep the French out. Makes it 9 points to 8. Rogers, slick. Krou is there, but it's out. And it goes the way of the USA. Brings it back to 9 points apiece. Todd Rogers, Stafford slick. Managed to get that point for themselves. Krou, Rowlandson, Rogers, and then the brilliant spike from Stafford slick to make sure that was more positive from the American team. Rogers went diving down and wasn't getting up quickly, and Stafford slick saw the opportunity past Yusuf Krou. Slick with the jump serve. Rowlandson, Krou, easily past slick once more. Problem is, every time they do something brilliant, the American team, they also give away easy points at the net. Yusuf Krou looking through the net with a smile on his face at Todd Rogers. Rogers sets, slick just drives the ball down the left-hand sideline to claim the point and make it 11 points to 10 at the change of court. The timeout. Slick making it very easy work of that spike. Well, it's going to be tough once more for Krou and Rowlandson. We saw it this morning. Their inability to close out games when they were ahead against the German pairing of Bockerman and Flugens. We saw it in the first set as we look out over Fuzhou. Can they get back into this and take it to 3 sets? Wind just picking up a little bit here. See the flags fluttering in the background. Rogers, right-handed serve. Rowlandson and Krou set for Rowlandson to spike across court. No mistaking, 11 points apiece. Krou serves. Rogers has to rattle towards the net to get the ball back, and Krou's response is superb with the pump of the fist and the smile telling you all you need to know. 12-11 the score. This one toing and throwing. Rogers. Good paw from him that time. Playing the ball into the net, unable to get past the imposing figure of Stafford slick or the fairly unimposing figure of the net. The 30-year-old from Hermosa Beach, his first competition with Todd Rogers. Serves once more. Rogers with the dig. Out to play it goes. 13-12. French have the lead. Rogers, slick, powering the ball into Rowlandson, who responded well and gets the point as well. 14-12. was impressive from Edouard Rowlandson. Again, the wind whips around the stadium. Slick into Krou. And the point goes the way of the USA. 14-13. See the replay here. It looked like Krou reached over the net. I think that was what he was penalised for. Krou once more. Off. Slick off the net, and then Rogers with the point as well. 14 points apiece now. This one's going the distance. It's neck and neck stuff. The American pairing lead the way 1-0 in sets, but 14 apiece in the second. Todd Rogers to serve, 1.87 m tall. Giving away 3 centimetres on anyone else on the court. Krou and Rowlandson, 15-14 their score. Rogers, slick out to the left-hand side, comfortably done. Fuzhou, one of 8 cities to host an FIVB event in China, along with Beijing, Dalian, Lan, Yonggang, Maoming, Sanya, Shanghai, and Xiamen. As Xiamen has its Grand Slam in September. Point goes for Yusuf Krou. He was delighted with his efforts. Krou and Rowlandson, of course, are former winners of the Xiamen Grand Slam back in 2014. Sorry, Xiamen Open in 2014. Krou gets up, fist pumps as he gets another point towards his team, staying in this for another set. 17-15 the score. Slick for the spike, and in it goes, and that was really good attacking play from Stafford Slick. Using his height, using his power, the right-handed spike doing the damage. Just skimming the net. Todd Rogers out to play, the ball goes into the bank, the point goes for the French. They have the 2-point lead once more. They are a set behind. Just in. Todd Rogers leaves it alone. Goes across to change ends. 19-16. They need to up the energy here, the Americans. They need to up the energy if they want to finish this off in 2. Rogers, right-handed, dive from Rowlandson. Not good enough to keep it in. 19-17 the score. Stafford Slick, right-handed, Rowlandson. Krou. Rowlandson drills the ball through the centre of Slick and Rogers to make it set point. The potentially take us to 3 sets. Slick, Rogers working well. Oh, Krou, brilliant stuff. And there you go, 21-17, makes it 1 set apiece. We will go to 3. Don't forget, in the third, of course, we only go to 15 points. The 2 teams just tossing up again for serve. It goes the Frenchman Rowlandson's way. Well, what an opening 2 sets they've been. 21-19, Slick and Todd Rogers won the first. 21-17, Youssef Krou and Edouard Rowlandson of France won the second. Who can snatch the third? Who can snatch bronze in the opening competition of the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour for 2015? Just a reminder, in the blue at the far end of your screen there, the French team of Krou and Rowlandson. In the red in the near of the screen, catching the ball now is Todd Rogers. And up near the net is Stafford Slick, 2 meters 3 tall. Rogers gets us underway with the serve. Krou, and there is that height of Stafford Slick, winning the opening point for the American team. Super stuff from Stafford Slick there. Rogers with a good response. Slick just dinking the ball over the net. An early 2-point lead for the American team. Rowlandson. Krou took a touch off Stafford Slick. 2-1 the score. We said earlier that Rogers and Slick, when they'd gone to 3 sets in this competition, they'd won 50%. We look through the French stats. Well, it's the first time that they have gone to 3 sets. So that tells us very little of what to expect from them in this third. Score, though, is 2 points apiece. Although maybe it will tell us that they've got more energy left in the legs. The change of court at 3-2, every 5 points. In the final set, they'll change court. The US lead the way. Coming up later on, the German pairing of Bockerman and Vleugens against Brouwer and Moessens of the Netherlands for the gold medal here at the Fuzhou Open 2015. Krou brings it back to 3 apiece. Here last year, Youssef Krou didn't play. He was still playing indoor volleyball with Cannes. Rowlandson came here with Andy Sess and finished well outside the top 20. Here is Krou. Good work from Rowlandson to keep the point alive, and then snatches the point as well. Most ranking points picked up from these two last year was 500 in the German Open. And they finished first. They were seeded 5th for that competition. Slick, Rogers comes through, crowds there at the net and just frustration from Tom Rogers in the end. They picked up 400 a couple of times towards the end of the season. In Doha and Marouane, finishing third on each occasion, $6,000 a time, $11,000 to win the event in China last year. But then the mistake from Rowlandson won't help. Rogers, Rowlandson, Krou, drilling it down the right-hand side for the point. 6 points to 4 the score. Slick. Rogers, drilled spike. 6-5 now. Don't forget, we go to 15 in the third, not to 21. Each team has 3 touches each on the rally on their side of the net. Krou and Rowlandson use all 3. Rogers and Slick can't use all 3 of theirs, as Rogers ricochets the ball out of play. 7-5 the score. We're here in the capital of the Fujian province, Fuzhou. And another point picked up by the American pairing. 6-7 now the score. A blustery day here in southeast China. Rowlandson, Krou, drilling it just inside the sideline. 8-6 the score. Krou. Just a little more to do. Slick. Rogers jumps, taken his sunglasses off, and he gives the point away. And the change of courts, just a slight question mark from Slick and Rogers. It goes the way of the French pairing. All this hard work in the off-season paying off. They said in an interview before this competition, they came here for a podium finish, and at this rate, they're going to get there. Slick, Rogers, Rowlandson, Krou, up gets Rowlandson once more and finds the point as well in the left-hand side of the court as he looks at it, the right-hand side of the American court. 10-6, just 5 more points will do the business. Off the block of Krou. That time, the Americans fighting back to within 3. Krou, Rowlandson, Stafford, Slick gets the block in place, but it's unsuccessful, and out of play it goes that time. 11-7 the score. Krou, his serve to the right-hand side of the sideline. Or the wrong side of the sideline in his case. Unable to make the service count. That dying serve once more of Todd Rogers. Lovely from Rowlandson. And at 12-8, we change court for another time. Is it the final time? Can the French sneak over the line and come back from a set down to claim the bronze? Rowlandson serves. Rogers, slick. Off Krou. And out to play. 12-9 now the score. Oh, it's gone the French way. Sorry, 13-8 is the score. Rogers, slick. High off Rowlandson. Out to play. That one definitely going the way of the Americans. 13-9. Again, Stafford slick, taking a long time before serving. The jump serve out to the left-hand side, left baseline as the sideline, sorry, as the French look, and it makes it match point in the bronze medal game. Slick, Rogers, Krou's there. The point goes the way of the French. They've claimed the bronze. What a win that is. Coming back from 1 set to love down to win 2 sets to 1. 19-21, 21-17, 15-9. Youssef Krou and Edouard Rowlandson of France have claimed the bronze medal here. Todd Rogers and Stafford Slick go away with 4th place. Disappointment for the Americans. Delight for the French team. The hard work is paying off. They've got themselves on the podium, and it's smiles all round. There's confirmation of the result. What a win it is for the French team. They've won bronze in the men's competition here at the Fuzhou Open for 2015 at the FIVB World Beach Volleyball Tour.